Hi friends, today's lesson is Module 3, Lesson 2. You know what, I was looking at my foot last night, and I thought, man, my foot is so big. There's my foot. I told you, isn't it gigantic? It's huge. Now, I was wondering if I could find any objects sitting around my house that were the same size as my foot. Do you think you can help me out? Oh, good. I'm so excited. Now, it's going to be really hard to pick up objects and carry my foot around like holding it up like that. So I think I'm going to go get a piece of string and try to make it just as long as my foot. Let's see if I can do it. Oh yeah, that seemed to work out. That's about the same length as my foot. Now, if I want to describe my foot in that string, I wouldn't say that the string is shorter than my foot, and I wouldn't say that the string is longer than my foot. What could I say about that string and how it compares to my foot? Yeah, you're right. It's the same length as my foot. Today we're going to work on comparing two different objects. Our learning goal says I can compare lengths using the words shorter than, longer than, and the same length as. We're going to use my foot and that cool string to help us out. Here we go. All right, there was my foot. Remember I said I don't want to use that. I'm going to use the string because it's the same length as my foot. Now, plus it'll be good for you. Don't have to look at my foot all day. All right, I found these two objects. I found a monster truck and a stretch limo. My house has a whole bunch of toys sitting around the house, so I found those two. Do you see any that are the same length as my foot? What? You don't even see my foot? Don't forget, the string is the same length as my foot, so I can just look at the string. Now, do you see one that's just as long as the string? Yeah, the limo is the same length as my foot, or my string. Now, the monster truck is not the same length as my string. What could I say about the monster truck in comparison to my foot? That's right, the monster truck is shorter than my foot. Well done. We're really working on this one. We're doing a nice job. Let's see what else we can find that's the same size as my foot. I love a good hot dog. Let's see. That looks delicious. Let me get my foot back up there. Oh, I meant my string. Same thing, because they're the same length. Now, man, it's kind of hard to see which one's bigger or if they're the same length or if one's shorter. What could I do? What should we do to two objects when we're comparing their length to make it a little bit clearer when we're comparing? Ah, friend, you are so smart. I'm going to go ahead and move them so the end points are together. Now I can clearly see. What could I say about my foot as it compares to the hot dog? I could say my foot is blah, 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 blah than the hot dog. Friend, what do you think I could say? Is my foot longer than the hot dog or shorter than the hot dog? Yeah, my foot is longer than the hot dog. Well done. Let's try another one. Oh, there's a noodle. That's a pretty big noodle. Looks delicious. Maybe I'll put it in my pasta later. Let's see. How does it compare to my foot, though? Let me get that handy dandy string. There's that string. Oh man, it is too hard to tell which one is bigger because they're not close to one another. What could I do to help me out when I'm comparing these two lengths? You got it again, friend. I'm going to move them so their endpoints are together. Zoop, and slide them together. All right. Now look at the string that represents my foot and compare it to the noodle. What could I say? My foot is shorter than the noodle or my foot is longer than the noodle? What do you think? Ah, I totally agree. My foot is shorter than the noodle. Because if you see how I lined up the two endpoints, the other end, the noodle, is way longer than my foot. Good job. You're doing such a good job with comparing and saying longer than, shorter than, or the same length as. Let's try another one. Now let's see, friend. Ooh, peanut butter and jelly, my favorite. I found this peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I wonder if it's the same size as my foot, or if it's longer or shorter. Let's see. There's that string that shows how long my foot is again. Friend, can we tell just by looking at them when they're so far apart? No way, Jose. We need to line up there. You got that right. They're endpoints. I'm going to go ahead and slide them together. Ooh, what could I say about this one? Is my foot longer than the peanut butter and jelly sandwich? No. Is my foot shorter than the peanut butter and jelly sandwich? No again. How can I describe my foot and that peanut butter and jelly sandwich? You got it right, friend. My foot is the same length as the peanut butter and jelly. Excellent job. All right, now it's your turn. We're going to practice this. Do you see the yellow and the purple flower? Now, if I'm talking about that purple flower, is that purple flower shorter than the yellow flower, longer than the yellow flower, or the same length as the yellow flower? Yep. Did you say shorter than? Excellent job. Let's try another one. What about the purple flower and the red flowers? Are the red flowers shorter than the purple flower? Are the red flowers longer than the purple flower? Or are the red flowers the same length as the purple flower? What do you think? Which one would you circle? Did you say longer than? Oh, friend, you are so good at measuring. All right, our learning goal said that we would be able to tell the difference if something is longer than, shorter than, or the same length as. So this is what I would like you to do. I know that the endpoints are not lined up, so we're going to have to try to figure out a way to problem solve around that. And I want you to write one sentence. You don't have to do all of them, just one, and tell me about either the blue fish, which is the shark, or the fish below it. Is the shark shorter than or longer than the fish? Is the fish shorter than or longer than the shark? Or are they the same length? Go ahead and write one sentence and seesaw it to your teacher. Good luck.